他一般艺术也让拿这学的这帮人个，研究人家讲究像说是给我拉说的，就是给我介绍，我说那么难他一个人是这个，我就讲了。
So now it's the branch of rejoicing, which is on page 7. So it says, so I rejoice in all merit accumulated in the 3 times by the Shravakas, Pratyakas, Bodhisattvas, ordinary beings, and so on.
在法本的第7页开始是七支供养的第4支水洗之。声闻独觉与菩萨、一生凡夫等等众30所积诸善业福德与之我随喜，不管是声闻或独觉，以及菩萨所做的一些善业，我都随喜。
艺术也让我写把的，如果用心的搞的什么，差多给你，所以，他可不心情感受说的是因为呢。你差不多没法用的，常常差不多不见过，错误，也能常常马错了，真的，他都种不理解嘛，不是，跟口是这个，稀干的嘛，你差不多没法见过他们有时候，说出去也不知道怎么样了，他都到见过的时候。그는 자도 그냥 다가 알아. 기술이랑 걸로 잡고 같이 먹는
The purpose for this rejoicing in the merit of others is that it's a remedy for envy, and so envy is something that all beings have wherever they are, whoever they are. It's like in the nature of ordinary beings for there to be envy. So sometimes that envy can be very strong, and or like one is aware that one is feeling envious or jealous. But sometimes it is very subtle, and we are not even aware of there being this envy. But it's something that is like continuously present as like a natural part of being of a being, and but it is harmful, which is that it's taught that envy is very powerful in terms of destroying one's accumulation of good karma and merit, and so that is why we train in and practice in rejoicing in the merit of others, because it acts as a remedy, it negates the envy.
水洗之的目的主要就是要对治我们的嫉妒心。那我们凡夫都有嫉妒心，有的时候非常的强烈，非常显而易见。可是有的时候，这种嫉妒心是非常的细微，在不知不觉当中就存在，无时无刻不存在的。那这种嫉妒心对我们的修行来讲是非常有害的，因为它会毁坏一切的善业以及功德。所以以此之故，我们透过水洗之，来对治我们自己的嫉妒心。
你这样就，你拿了你就人家上去先没事的，上节课了嘛，刚上就是个精神子，对吧？这个做的时候，说当说赢嘛，这个咋了？这个是吧？他们这个差多没办，马上年龄高就是一样的，有时候吧，说那么没事。这嘛这，这话怎么这？这当嘛说，我这那嘛，我这那这也估计什么，这那样了，人不差多少。那块就当过我让你找我一把，这边就就要也不会， 等你过了这阳光的中生，突然一人那个就一样，人生当差多了，容易。从这个角度说，可能虽然他对他，他做没办法去，可能技术也让是，原来可能平衡清楚不是。
So in this verse it mentions the Shravakas, Pratyeka Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, the three kinds of pupils of the Buddha, or followers of the Buddha. So, but also any being will rejoice in whatever good karma that they have accumulated. So it's to be not just to not be envious of them, but also to rejoice in their good karma and merit, and also it's not just a case of rejoicing in this good karma and merit that's been accumulated, but just in this life, if somebody does, very well, it's only natural then that people feel envious of them. And maybe someone and one has been like equals, and then they have progressed, and they have gone higher, been more successful, and then it's just natural then for people to feel envy, to feel to compete with that person. And so that's why it's good to train in this, so that when other people are successful and fortunate, that one doesn't feel envy, but not only does one not feel envy, but one also is rejoice and happy and glad for them. One rejoices in their good fortune and their success.
在这边提到，我们学习声闻缘觉菩萨三圣的这种种种的善行，那么除了这个之外，除了追随佛陀的声闻菩萨、声闻缘觉菩萨三圣之外，甚至所有众生的种种善行善业以及功德，我们都学习。那么一般人的一种习气是，当然别人做得好的时候，很成功的时候，有的时候心里会酸酸的，会有点嫉妒。那这其实是很不好的。所以我们除了在学习三圣的种种善行跟一些功德之外，我们更应该在这一生之中，当我们见到别人成功的时候，做得好的时候，能够真正从内心发出一种随喜的这种心态。那这样子的，而不要去嫉妒别人，这样子是非常好的一种机制的这种方便。
做大概可能身体当内外当内会表当明白就这个做到的，这到可能身体是不一样的。因为真的老些了呀，我突然做让因的内外当结果双双了，那样子来操作。那肯定得，马上做看两方面，生意上面冲突。马上个生意当中，对话当基本上是个因素的吧？因为突然让因为这要不发生，他这个艺术也是过程，对吧
So in the prayer where we pray, may all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. So as that bodhicitta motivation, wishing that all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. But then when people, become happy, just naturally gain happiness, and we become envious of them. So it's like what we chant and what we actually think in our minds become two different things. So maybe praying, I am going to bring all beings happy, I'm going to bring them to happiness. But then if they naturally gain happiness themselves by themselves, then we feel this envy towards them. So there's that contradiction between what we say and what we feel.
我们在开始的时候念祈愿文的时候，我们有提到就是愿众生，得乐极乐因等等的。那么，愿一切众生具乐极乐因。可是，在我们生活当中呢，有的时候我们见到别人好的时候，自己心里呢，自然而然很可能就会升起一种嫉妒心。在这个时候，其实我们的言行是不一致的。虽然我们嘴巴念的是要学习，要愿众生都能够得乐具乐极乐因，可是我们这个经理上真正发生的时候，我们却做不到。这样子是一种不一致的一种情况，我们必须要来做研究。
你研究给我习惯了，按照去吧，通往大学的说呢，什么搞出，你这样么子咱们这，你技术让谁怎么，说那面包做的是，结果是啥？这样就是把这个送有的吧。年年给亲戚留那给了也让人光学习，其他刚要谁嘛多，马年给你说那就通都有呢，给我亲戚就通都有呢，因为以前个养活手段他们给我说，你意识就让谁，跟马年都是，跟我那讲的跟我说。
So it's said that if we see someone doing a good action or hear of someone doing a good action, and if then one sincerely rejoices in their having done that good action without envy, it's said that we obtain the same merit as the person who did that good action. And so Patrul Rinpoche said, that if you want to accumulate merit while just lying down, that you can just, if you just rejoice in the good actions that others have done. So you just rejoice in the good action of others have done, and then keep lying down.
当我们见到或者是听到别人所做的善行善业，而能够从内心里面真诚的随喜的时候，事实上在这个时候我们得到了同等的一种功德。所以在过去巴祖仁波切有讲到说，你如果要真正要累积功德的话，最好的最容易做的就是你躺下来，当听到见闻别人的善行的时候，你真正的学习，那么你就无时无刻没有在累积功德。
他根据是为什么？他说的结果呢？可能最近考了个说这个病啊，对，那个身体俺第三个当老的时候交代，所以说中东这个有最近的各部是二十。
Now on page 8 comes the branch of requesting the wheel of Dharma to be turned. So that's the fifth of the 7 branches. And so there one priest to prayer to turn the wheel of the Dharma of the greater and lesser and general yanas in accordance with the particular minds on and of beings.
在法本的第8页讲到这个部分，就是七支供养第5支情转法轮，一切有情之心意以及不同之根器，大小共通之圣门，其情转动正法轮。这边讲的就是情转法轮的七支供养。
最近考了国外了，你说完的话，这怎么跟你说是？怎么跟你说是什么情况？为啥？다만 그 선진 탐지, 고안의 그 선진 탐지, 수행은 노바도 되어 던지고지, 그 치도 매통스리 요구와 얘나야 대화당 기고지 노인도 병원에 되고 동아지 자리 뭐게요 그거 장으로 시에는 조과는 아기는 많이 가가지 제 가르치는 정도 요리스는 또 말을까 가르치는 정도로 아니 제 따와 있는 대외적 대화인가 대화 교단 경화 반장 남양 다반로게 추진하는 거야. 다때다고 추진 콜로 보내 생기 수행나 지기 주라 대사고 추그 란도빈에도 하고 손나 진짜 대화 교단을 하다가
This furthest request for the Dharma wheel to be turned is a remedy for ignorance. So all beings that they want happiness, that's what beings strive for is happiness. Although what they intend to attain is happiness, what they actually accumulate is like bad actions. They do bad actions, accumulate bad karma. So what they intend to attain and what they do in order to obtain it are actually contraries. So they are opposite to each other. And the reason for that is because we beings are in a state of ignorance. So they do bad actions which are going to result in suffering, but what they want is to attain happiness. So that the way to attain happiness is through accumulating good actions, and the way to become free of suffering is to avoid the bad actions. And so this is the path of the Dharma. So if beings were to know that and understand that the teaching of the Dharma, then what they wish to attain and what they do in order to attain it would no longer be contrary to each other. They will be in accord with each other. And that's because then the turning of the wheel of the Dharma has acted as a remedy against ignorance.
清真法门最主要的功用是在对治我们自己的无明。我们知道众生都要离苦得乐，想要得到快乐，可是因为无明的关系呢，却在这个时候恰恰积攒了许许多多的恶业。那这个我们所做的跟我们所想要的息息相互的抵触，原因是什么呢？为什么会有这样子的情况产生？就是主要是无明的关系。那我们想要得乐的话，就要行善；那么要得苦的话，就是行恶。那这个就是法的这个道理。那么我们行转法门主要就是让我们了解这个法，来对治我们的无明、我们的无知，所以要行转法门。
你最近看到过啊？对了，像你三月个节去马路上有把军心有了嘛？当时个你看到弯过3个结果，对了，听到你，这现今呢，3个我是在这当谁的？他3个去过了，来当个有把当时呢，听了3个去，然后这。多少个去过的来当高高有吧？再来讲，多少个去？民办开办哪些？安静开办，民办。安静开办呢，没搞了民搞了多少个当这个了？没把长了民进这个嘛？第哪些什么身体看看，没把300分300分。就说我几个是，就说我告诉呀，手机说看到那个看上的你哪就是，你哪怕就对我就是说完的那个。
So the Buddhas gave many Dharma teachings, and so there's a reason, a purpose for giving all these different Dharma teachings, and that's because people have different natures and capabilities and aspirations, and so for those who have the karma and the capability for practicing the mantrayana, the tantra, that he taught the tantra to them, and for those who have the karma and the capability for practicing the sutra tradition, then he gave the sutra teachings to them. So different teachings to different individuals according to their nature, their capabilities, just like a doctor gives different medicine to different people according to what their illness is. So it doesn't give the same medicine to everyone, but it gives the medicine that will be particularly heal one that particular illness. So in that way there are these different teachings for different individuals according to their natures and capabilities. And so in this branch that we pray for the Buddha to turn the Dharma wheel and give the different Dharma teachings for these different individuals according to their particular aspirations and capabilities and natures.
佛陀在世的时候，给予许许多多不同的法教。那这些法教的不同，皆因众生的根器跟他们的因缘不同而来。对于适合金刚乘密续的人修行行者，他给予不同的法教；对于适合经续的众生，他给予种种经典的法教等等。那这种方式就好像医生因病与药一样。因为不同的病所需要的药是不一样的，他不会给所有的病人一种药，所以在这边我们祈请转正法轮，以众生不同的根器而转不同的法轮。
三界中间的人，当我三界才艺术，你检查等啥去马上就不知道，做有啊。因为他常把他家生意就，同家的当可乐干的。说大概了，今天去当过什么意思？那个就有了。第二个，你等于讲的，第三件是去过人把双手啊，去忙活的，去逛街去地方送的吧。用心点了，点了，他把他这辛苦杀了，怎么样吧？上这么上忙活送的吧？减少的是。那做大三界路是对大陆就没那样，所以这里有个三界的时候，他们就对大陆，然后你说，然后你对上面对大陆东，中国说完就说了。
So it's in the history of the life of the Buddha, it says that when he had attained Buddhahood, then for 7 weeks afterwards, he didn't teach, but that then Rama and Indra, that they came to him and offered him a conch and a wheel and made a request for him to teach. So then he began teaching, and after that he turned the 3 wheels of the Dharma, and so gave vast number of teachings. So he gave 84,000 Dharma teachings, and as a result of that, countless people have been able to attain the state of Buddhahood and omniscience. So that is the historical account of the life of the Buddha, and so in that way we can also make this request for the Dharma wheel to be turned, even though the Buddha is not present at this time, but still if they go on all the different directions and times that there are these Buddhas, and so we ourselves, in our mind can think of all these Buddhas and make that request to them to turn the wheel of the Dharma.
在佛陀的本身故事里面有讲到，他在证悟的之后7周里面没有讲传任何的法教，在这个时候婆罗门天神等等的贡献种种的供养法罗等等的，请他转法门。所以在佛陀在这个时候开始转法门的时候，讲到因缘法。